Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am both a Vedic astrologer as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. And I will not be giving the astrological forecast today because the link is in the description and the chat here. I did a full readings by sign this morning. So you can go ahead and click on either the mobile friendly version or the full screen if you're watching on your TV or computer, and go ahead and get a full diagnostic of what you can expect in February, the eclipses. It's by sun, moon, and ascendant sign. And I also created chapters, so you can just go right to where you need to go. I also provided a really good overview of what we can expect for the eclipses for the next year. I was pretty much right. About a year ago, I said that it's third and ninth house axis. So, it's journalism, free speech, foreign relations, things like that. So that's happening now. And then obviously after December of 2026, we enter into the banks and our inheritances and our money. So I'm going to go into that as it gets closer. But I am so excited to welcome the lovely Jane from Jane the Secret Tarot. Welcome, Jane.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's so much fun.
I know, I love reading with Jane, you guys. She is all of her biography is in the description, but she's been doing this for decades. She is such a wonderful, intuitive soul, and she's very kind and funny too. So I'm very happy to have her here. Definitely get a reading from her. Again, her email's in the description. You won't regret it. So say hi to some people coming in. The lovely Mary Thornberry is here. Oh, yes, Mary, we were just talking backstage. We're good. We're here. Kritika, it's lovely to see you. Sybil, lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Barbara's here. Lovely to see you, Barbara. Okay, I'll go ahead and get your question in, dear. Okay, everyone's saying hi to each other. So basically, I was telling everyone that the link is in the chat here. I went ahead and did a full reading for February and what we can expect. It's going to be a little dramatic. February 17th and March 3rd are the days of the eclipses. If you want to schedule a reading with me and find out how it specifically affects you just outside of sun, moon, and rising, which I've already done a video on, you're welcome to contact me. I have a special. I still have my New Year's special up, so you can go ahead and sign up for that. And Jane, my guest today, is also a wonderful, not only tarot reader, but she's also Lenormand reader, and she does grand tableaus for the year as well. So that's something that you can look into. And she goes really in depth. So, yes. And thank you, Barbara, for watching that. If you did, I really appreciate that. Yeah, they didn't really recommend my video. I think it only has like 40 views because I think like I did something on my channel that upset the YouTube gods. And so I've already contacted somebody to try to fix it. So if you guys can, share it, watch it, that would be great, because I think I did something to the algorithm. I got a little ambitious. I've been taking classes on how to improve my channel, and I did a lot of work on it, and I think it was too much, but we'll see. But and then Mary says, my birthday is February 12th, born in 1962. I'd love a birthday reading if possible.
Ooh, nice.
Well, happy birthday, Mary. You are born right near that stellium in Capricorn that we had in February of 1962. Jim Carrey's there too. That's when all of the planets were in one sign. So it creates it's basically called ball. It's called yoga, and it is in it makes really interesting people. So like Genghis Khan and Jim Carrey, Jack Black, they all have it. So it's you're really close to that. So I think that's really neat. And then, yes, they are getting really picky. Like AI took over the algorithm. And so whenever you make a change or you put in different things, it's not the same anymore. And so I've been taking classes to try to appease the YouTube algorithm, and it doesn't like me. And so I contacted an expert and I said, what did I do? Because I usually, like my last monthly transit video got 1,200 views, and I'm like, looking at it today going 40, what I do? And it's like, there's a little tick there and I go, uh-oh, what I do? So I'll figure it out. Yeah. And those are the things we have to do. All right. So while we wait for people to come in, go ahead and get your questions. I'm going to open up my email here, and we already have 2 tips. We have the lovely Rachel Rose and Barbara Moore. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do Barbara first because I don't see Rachel's question in yet. And then, yeah, Genghis Khan. He has a really cool chart, honey. Yeah, Jonathan's here. He's over here watching. He says hello. No, they didn't suspend the account. They actually did that to, oh gosh, a few accounts actually over the last month. And like, we're talking people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So, you know, one thing that I've learned is don't put your real email and attach it to your account because hackers can get in. And also, there's a few other settings that you can do to protect your account. But yeah, a lot of accounts are getting hacked. So yeah. Okay. So let's see. Oh, Mary says, I have 6 planets and South Node in Western. Okay. It's in Aquarius, but trying to learn more about Vedic. All those planets are my 9th house. That's the 9th house of the guru. That's the house of spirituality. That's amazing, Mary. I love seeing that. Let's see. Oh, and then would you please read how my plans will turn out? Enjoyed Jane Cameron last time. I hope she uses it again. Oh, yay. That's awesome. Yeah, she's a pro. So, yeah. So I just think that's fascinating. I love it when people have stelliums in their charts because it just really puts a lot of emphasis into that particular area. So, and then general reading critica, you got it. And all right, so let's go ahead and get to Barbara's question first. Given the intensity of this month, what does Spirit want me to know? Okay. Yes, lots of stuff going on. And I'll give you guys a mantra that you can do during the eclipse as well to kind of guard your energy because you don't want to look at eclipses. People that are born during eclipses can have some issues, okay, like Donald Trump, Ted Bundy, things like that. So it's important to not to shield your soul, shield yourself. And I can give you guys a mantra at the end of the reading
Okay.
that you can say during the eclipse.
Well, Barb, while you're getting it all together there, I just did a little bit of Lenormand, and I wanted to see what's going on. And I get the dog. Now the dog is a best friend. So the dog, this card's about loyalty. Now it may not be about a particular dog, but it is about loyalty. Somebody who is very loyal to you, a best friend, somebody who loves you unconditionally, because that's what dogs do. And what's going on, I'm not positive about this, but there might be something going on with the dog because your head's in the clouds and you're trying to figure out there's something that you don't know about, and you're feeling cloudy about how to make that decision. And it is about cutting something out, clearing. And so there is a clearing of energy, and which could then, now I'm not getting that it's about like that would be your dog. Oh, you do have a dog? Okay. Good. So, and I'm not getting that, like that you have to get rid of the dog or the dog has to, or anything like that. I'm just getting that you are a little bit cloudy about the dog. And on the bottom, I'm getting the garden. So this can be dog park. So there is like, there might be something that you have to cut out dog park. Because it's like, we don't know why, but sometimes there's, people don't pick up after their animals. I don't know, but it just really, this is like telling me to get your head out of the clouds and watch what's coming. And your dog's going to warn you too. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you're on a walk for the dog with the dog. And all of a sudden you're about to step off the curb, because that's what you do. There you go. That the fool. Yeah. And this one's going, wait, don't step just yet. Or, or jump and we'll catch you. But I mean, this isn't a jump and we'll catch you type of card. But it would be a new beginning. It would be cutting out old stuff to make new stuff. Okay. So, yeah. And I'm getting at a party, and I'm also getting for you to follow your North Star. Don't forget, your head's in the clouds and you're like, which way am I going? Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Get on the boat and go on a long trip. Get your head together. Think about what it is you're going to be doing. Do a lot of meditating. You can travel in your head. I walk my dog. I get lots of big thoughts. Very good. That's what that is. That could very well be what that is. And those thoughts, think about those thoughts, and the thought that says you should let something go. Remember it, because you're steering your boat and you need to go on a trip following your North Star. Yeah. But the two main ones are you and your dog. And your dog's even, going to lead you. Like I said, if you're just walking with your dog and your head's in the clouds, that dog is going to stop you from walking off the curb. It could save your life.
Wow. Thank you, Jane. That was very specific. I love it. And her dog in the photo even looks like the dog in the card. So I think that's just, doesn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
doesn't it? I know, how cute.
Not that I could have made that dog fall out, because I couldn't, but anyway.
She says, thank you, Jane. Welcome, Kiva. Welcome, Chris Turner. Welcome. Oh, Jenna, I'm so sorry to hear you have cancer, sweetie. Oh, my gosh.
So sorry.
Oh, sending you lots of healing and love, honey. Okay, so Miss Barbara, given the intensity of the month, what does Spirit want you to know? Okay, well, I got the South Node. The South Node, this is South Node and North Node cause the eclipses. So really paying attention to what you've been headless about. Like she had the head in the clouds. Ketu is headless. Okay. It shows us what we're not able to see, our blind spots. Like for instance, I have Ketu 7th house Gandanta, Bukta Mula. It's one of the toughest places, but it's also one of the most freeing, because what it showed me was discernment when it came to relationships. So find out, what areas that you have been kind of up in the clouds about, or you've been headless about, because Saturn is going to bring them to your attention. Saturn makes us do our homework. He's kind of the knock on the door of reality. So he takes off those rose-colored glasses and he shows us what's really going on. So when these two guys get together, ooh, do they pack a punch? Okay, so you'll want to definitely be paying attention to your surroundings, being grounded, things like that, because this goes into your past life cycles, and Saturn is here to help you pay off some type of karma that's going to allow you to see things much more realistically and be grounded. And that's what dogs do too. Now, the Fool has a little dog, and it actually looks like Rosie. But I know, yeah, the dog, right? But she's right about to fall off, right? So just watch where you're going, watch where you're stepping this week, especially this month. Watch for accidents, because Ketu can cause accidents. Again, he's headless. He's just the body walking around without a head. So it's important that you try to ground yourself. Obviously nurture this part of your soul, because it's beautiful, it's fearless, it's curious. It comes up with a lot of fabulous ideas. This did not come up upside down, so that's good. But you'll just want to be a little more aware of your surroundings. Pay attention to the dog, like in the original Fool card. When you do that, I got a fabulous card for you. I got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is all about change, divine timing. So the cosmic forces, they govern our fate, and authority belongs to cycles, not individuals. So I got that you've got something good coming your way. The Rahu and Ketu, which are the north and south nodes, they bring fate and they bring cycles. Things are going to work out for you. Okay. And so I asked, why the upright Wheel of Fortune for her? Like, in addition to the warning that we just got from Jane's cards and the Fool card that I got that you've been pretty good. God, Yudhishthira, he's kind of the hero in the Mahabharata. He's the real king. And when he appears, truth stands quietly and it waits for the world to catch up. So this guy's the embodiment of Dharma. He does the right thing even when righteousness costs him everything, including his own kingdom. So his tragedy was not weakness, but it was moral sensitivity in an immoral environment. And isn't that so true for so many of us right now? So though he lost his kingdom, his honor remained intact, and time ultimately vindicated him. So his life teaches us that righteousness may be delayed, but it's never denied. So because if you're continuing to act with integrity, even if the outcome feels a little uncertain, doing the right thing now will establish your karmic protection and help you through some of those harder cycles. Okay, so just know that Dharma will always keep its promises in your life, and that even when it tests your faith. So there are going to be some tests because Saturn and Ketu are double malefic, but it will work out and it's for your best good because I got that beautiful Wheel of Fortune card. So don't see it for the challenge that it's giving you. See it for the benefit in what it's going to teach you, if that makes sense. So don't be afraid of the challenge, I guess, is the best advice I can give you, Barbara. And thanks for letting us tap in. It's so lovely to have you here. Another fabulous spiritually connected soul. And she goes, I am a Virgo. I love that. Fabulous, Barbara. Yay. Okay. So we have Rachel. Are you here, dear? I did see your tip, but I haven't seen you come into your room yet. Hopefully you're able to tap in, dear. I hope you're here. And let's see. Oh, here she is. Yeah, you're next, sweetie. Go ahead and ask your question, and we're happy to answer it for you. I saw, okay, so she actually stayed overnight in a place with, chickens and and snow and everything else. It was a new apartment, and it actually looks really cool. I mean, I got some good energy off of that place, Rachel. And Marina and I read on that last time. So, and yes, Perna, you can ask for a general. I'll go ahead and get you in. Oh, you put your question in. It did not show up.
Yeah.
You're not even like,
it did.
Yeah. So there might be there's something weird going on with the social media algorithm. I did something. I don't know what it was. I mean, pushed a setting or something, or it's just they're telling me to slow down with all the editing I'm doing. Okay. Good to see you, Rooted Willow. Welcome, dear. Okay, yes, please re-ask.
Yeah, just please.
Thank you, Rachel. We appreciate it. I'm going to get started with a couple of cards here. Get me on the right track. And welcome, Abhi Krishna. Good to see you. Okay. Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't see the name, but you could certainly ask.
Yes, Abhi Krishna, you can definitely ask a question, dear. Welcome, welcome. We're just waiting for you, Miss Rachel. Oh, here we go.
Oh, goodness.
My landlords are wishy-washy. Okay. I want to know if I should take this hen house or the townhouse or keep another place that will be better. I'm tired of waiting around until summer. I can wait to keep looking, but I don't know. Take what is available now. Hen house or townhouse? Okay. I'll go to this deck to do a comparison reading for you. House, townhouse.
Okay. Is it okay? So you already have an apartment, and then you want to move into something else that is theirs. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, I did get that you will be moving because nobody wants to, you need a little more space than just a coffin. Um, and there you are. Maybe that's your landlord. I'm not sure, but you are up in the clouds right now, looking at everything and what needs to be done. And but what I want you to do, I know this is going to sound weird, but whichever apartment has the space that you can go in and you go, this would make the most perfect reading space. I can see myself on a little love seat in front of a fire reading a book. So you've got the books. So it's good to read. It keeps your mind sharp. Also, reading, you can go anywhere in the world in a book, and that keeps you grounded too. Because right now you are a little ungrounded. You're a little unmoored. There's an anchor without a boat without an anchor. Somebody's missing something there. But I think that by reading and being open, because if we're just cloudy, if our heads just then a lot of things can come in through reading. So yeah, I would say, which, and because I get the book and the anchor, and you're just kind of la-ti-da-ti-daing it, I guess it really doesn't matter. I would say pick the one that works the best for you, not the one that's the most expensive or the highest or the whatever. Although if that is the one with the reading corner, then that's the one. It's as easy as that. Which one has the better kitchen you'd like to cook in? I mean, which one has the bathroom that has a separate bath shower that you don't have to lift your leg over a bathtub to get in? I'm telling you, it's when you get older, you want just a shower. So all of those things, consider them all, because right now you're just heads in the clouds. I got these 2 really great apartments I could be looking at, but pick the one that really suits your needs. Because what you're doing, I would pick the bigger one. Sorry, there you go.
That's awesome. You tapped right into her energy, Jane. That was great. So, Miss Rachel, when it comes to your current landlords, I got Mercury and Wheel of Fortune reverse. So they're a little wishy-washy, like you said. The communication's not great. Like you said, they're selling, they're looking to let go. I would walk away from that place, okay? Because the communication just isn't there anymore. The connection has kind of dwindled a little bit. And she says the kitchen in the townhouse is yucky. Okay. Okay, Shem, I got your question in. And welcome, Garnet. Welcome, Nicole. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And she goes, yes, I feel this way too. Okay. So I went to the place with the hen house. Okay. I got the temperance card. You're going to feel really balanced there. It's going to be kind of a spiritual retreat. It's going to be a place where you can really just kind of let your hair down and relax and be you. Now, I did pull a card for the townhouse, but I also think that this was kind of getting in line with what Jane was picking up on, because she said you were reading a lot, and that was kind of okay. So I got the Ace of Swords. It's a floating crown, but if you see, she's thinking a lot here. Her thoughts are concentrating on clarity, mental breakthroughs, reading, learning, things like that. Okay, so really go to a place where you feel like you can mentally not only engage your mind, but relax. And it sounds like the hen house might be the place for you. Like you said, it's got a better kitchen. It might be a bigger place than the other one. Like you said, the kitchen's yucky in the townhouse. So what I get from this is that you already kind of know the answer to this. You can't stay where you are. It's not that stable feeling. They're a little washy about it. It's a 9 house. Okay, 9 is ruled by Mars. That's good. That's my number. I'm a 9. And 9s, 3s, and 6s do really well if you have a numerology 9 in your chart. So that's good. And that's good because you have a a warrior job and personality. So the main energy that I'm getting from this is that when Sahadeva, that's the guy in this card, when he appears, wisdom whispers rather than announces itself. And that's kind of what Jane was saying. She goes, the whispers are already inside you. You kind of know which one you like already. So this card advises you to just take strategic discretion, know that knowledge is power, because I got that beautiful Ace of Swords. But just giving it a little bit of time, okay, and share selectively who you share this with, because they can talk you in or out of things. I think it's important that you make this your decision, and know that when you're guided by timing and when it feels right, you will make the right decision. But again, we got good cards for the hen house for you, sweetie, and best of luck for that, because that's going to be really, that's going to be fun. I love the photos that you had up on Facebook. That was you sent me on Messenger. Those were really cool. So you're a 3. Okay. 3s are 3s, 6s, and 9s. Those are good for you. My husband's a 3. We're in a 3 right now. We met in a 3. And all of our houses in between then and now have been 9s. They've worked out okay. The ones that didn't, like the ones that flooded and all those caused all those problems, they were not 3, 6s, or 9s. So those were bad. But yeah, those are good numbers for you. Okay. Oh my goodness. We hope that was helpful, sweetie. And welcome everybody coming in. It is so lovely to have you all here. We appreciate your energy. Oh my goodness. So you're born on a 22. That's a 4. So 4s, 8s, and 2s would be good for a for your Dina numerology, depending on what you're doing. Oh, and Nicole, you're a 3. So is Jonathan. Yeah, that's ruled by Jupiter. That's a good one. I get along with Jupiterians. So yeah, I mean, you're already complaining about the townhouse. So
Yeah.
you know, you're already finding stuff wrong with it. So like I said, those little whispers are already telling you. So yeah, I got Ace of Swords, but what that tells me is you already know inside, like your head, like you pretty much made a decision no on that one. It just doesn't feel right, if that makes sense. So old cabinets, okay. Gotcha. I hear you. You're welcome, Rachel. Thank you so much. And Shem, yes, March 30th, you're next month. Yay. Happy early birthday, sweetie. Okay. Welcome, Brian. Yes, I love Jesus too. He's on my altar next to Yogananda. All right. So we have, we're going to go in order now. Let's see. Now, Shem is a member, so we're going to go ahead and get to Shem's question. Any message for me in the next few months? Okay, Shem, we got you. Okay. Ooh. Just to let everybody know, when we call your name, you need to be in the chat, okay? For us to answer your question. So make sure you stay in the audience.
Oh, I love this. Oh, there you are. Okay. Any message for the next few months?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is what I have for you. I went to my Tarot of Oneness, in case anybody wants to know. I get the small because I have small hands. But I just wanted to show you this in case anybody's like, oh, look at those cards. They're really pretty. And they are. And anyway, so this is the 8 of Cups. So this is that walking away from what no longer serves you. And this one is sort of like, that's the last straw. I'm on my last nerve. I'm on my last rope with this. You know, there are some people and some situations that are harder to get rid of than others. It's like, well, I'm going to keep this person in this pocket right here because every once in a while they're really nice to me. But for the most time, they're like talking about me. But otherwise, they're really smart. Get rid of that. We don't need those those types of things. But this is, and then we got the life force energy, because you are going to free yourself up so that you get to feel all of your life force energy get out there. You're just like going to feel so full of it. And it's just, and doing the breathing and the just everything. Like every morning I go outside, it is snowing here. I go outside in my pajamas. Sorry, neighbors. And I take a bunch of deep breaths and I take a photo, and then I go back inside because it's really cold. But I get out there and I do it, and to me it helps me with my life force. It gets my gears going. I call it my polar plunge, but I'm not plunging in the snow or anything, but I'm in the really cold air, okay? And what this leads you to is, like, once you get rid of this and you're in your life force, baby, then you just kick back on that beach and you get to pick whatever you want. There's going to be choices. 7 of Cups. See all those cups up there? These are all of your choices, you know. You can have any color of the rainbow that you want. Be a Skittle. Eat the rainbow. But I do like that. Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. See, look at that. You know why? This card is, look at this. This is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is normally hanging upside down, and it's to see things from a different perspective. In this deck, it is balloons. So we're looking at things from above the clouds from a different perspective. So what you need to do is that's what's going to do. You're going to let go of those things. You're going to lean into your life force energy and pick, like, there's going to be like things, colors, and pick the colors that you want. If that makes sense to me, numbers or colors. But yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So taste that rainbow. I love that. Oh my
there.
All right. So Miss Shem, the first card I got for you is the 4th house. This is the house of real estate, your home, what makes you feel secure. Okay. You've had a little insecurity lately. All right. I got the Tower. Okay. So when we have these Tower moments, they're kind of like the storm before the rainbow. Okay. So what this tells me is that you're going through a process of liberation, because it's like crisis through flux and upheaval, and they're destroying a lot of the illusions that you've been living in for decades. And this revelation is really going to help you. So it has to do with home, a mother, security, things that make you feel grounded and anchored. Okay, so know that the sudden truths that are happening in your life, they're leading to an ego collapse that doesn't belong to you anymore, because you're stepping into a brand new human being. And that's a really beautiful thing to have. Okay, Shem. So I went to my Whispers of Ganesha because he was like, me. And I love when he does that because he adores you. And I got positive outlook. So there's many faces of Ganesha here. And the moon is around him. The moon is 4th house energy. It's what makes us feel emotionally secure. So know that spirituality, health, finances, relationships, well-being, even though they feel a little insecure right now, it's important to remember that even if circumstances don't feel good or bad, they're always neutral. Okay, so it's how you approach the situation that will determine the outcome. And you'll have lots of choices, as Jane pointed out. So if you choose to see your future as encouraging, it will be. But there's some things that the guides are clearing out of the way. They're striking them with lightning and saying, no, that's not for Shem. Okay, sweetie. So be discerning as you go through this, because they're going to help you find better people to be in and around, those who support you, who love you emotionally, and who support you. And learn not to be controlled by your moods as you go through this, because if you find yourself in a low disposition, which we all do when we're going through upheavals, take a moment to acknowledge what brought that up for you and take positive action to shift it back toward happiness, okay? Toward like, okay, what am I learning here? What's the good thing that I can see through this? Now, I love that Jane got those beautiful weather balloons and the hanged man. It's all about changing your perspective. This is what they want you to be focused on, cultivation. This is Mom. This is Ganesha playing the Veena. And listening to music right now, it can help heal you, encourage you, or nurture your soul. You may even want to be part of a nurture, like a music or a singing group. One thing that I do is I will play mantras throughout the day on the TV and while I'm working. And I'm either doing charts or I'm working on legal stuff, and I just have these beautiful mantras going on in the background. They just uplift all the energy in the room. And so your spirituality is a really essential part of who you are, honey, and it forms the framework of your world. So try to find ways to connect with the divine through music, because it will resonate with your human spirit. And at the heart of humanity is the song of the soul. That's what the Bhagavad Gita is all about. So it will help you feel united. And if you want to look for people that share your energy and that you can cultivate those things with, choose people that are in and around music. Okay, so I think that's what I'm working on, balancing my emotions right now. Was going through insecurity, but better now. Okay, I understand. And yes, Ganesha loves you too. Like, I looked at that deck and he's like, I have a message for Shem. So yeah, he's encouraging you to invite more music in your life. That's going to bring dance and song and all that positive energy that you're going to need to help you let go of those people, places, things that just don't serve your soul's purpose anymore. You're going to be literally cleaning house through this tower moment, but it's for your best good, and good things will come out of it. There's a rainbow at the end of every storm. So you've got this. I'm sending you lots of love as you persevere, sweetie. And yes, I know spirituality is big for you, so I'm glad that came through. Sending you lots of love, honey. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going in order, guys. So our next lovely question is Kritika. Are you in the audience, dear? Kritika. And then we have Sybil and Prina. Prina. I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah, go ahead and announce yourselves in the chat. And then we have Abhi Krishna and Plant Call. Okay, so but Kritika is next. And you're so welcome, Shem. Yeah, it was a beautiful new moon. I loved the full moon. It was on my sun, so I really felt the benefits of it. It was a happy one, especially right before the eclipse hits me on the 17th. I'm doing lots of it happens every 18 years. Like, I got this. So, all right. And it was in Western Leo. Yep. And it was in sidereal Cancer. So, yep. All right. I'm not seeing Kritika. Is Sybil here? Are you here, Sybil? Check in. Karina, are you here? Check in. Oh, I'm glad it was happy for you too. Yeah, I mean it was a gentle moon. We needed that little relax before the storm. Oh, Sybil's here. Okay. Thanks for checking in here.
Oopsie. Did you have
any spirit messages?
Any spirit messages? Okay.
Okay. Okay. And it might have caused you anxiety because it took place in your 12th house, Rachel. So that can cause weird dreams and things like that. If the moon caused you that. That's funny. I just pulled 6. Okay. Spirit messages. I'm sorry you had a panic attack, honey. Yeah, BD. You are in the you're after. Oh, you have Mary. Okay. Yeah, BD. You're next. Sorry, I went ahead and re-entered your question. I apologize for that.
Okay, I'm just gonna start real quick because there is a bit of a warning here. Not a warning, but just a forewarned is forearmed-ish type thing. But no, in order for you to get yourself back in balance, we have to know that we're out of balance. Otherwise, we walk around and we think we're fine, and we're kind of not in balance. So what I have here in the beginning is I have Sybil, for you, I have the Temperance card. So this is about balance too. It's about balancing energy. It's about alchemy. It's water and fire, water and fire. And so and there's even a feather there. So this is the gentle leading you into what comes next. And what we have is we have the devil. Now,
Mm.
this devil, he's one of these guys that goes into your head. You're trying to get balanced. You got your feathers around you, and it's going, you're not good enough. You don't have the tools. It's just talking negatively to yourself. So what has to happen for you to rebalance is you needed to hear that the negative stuff that you were saying to yourself is just that. It's negative stuff that you're saying to yourself. It's not even true anymore, because I can guarantee you that most of these thoughts that you're having are from when you were a child. So it's like, really, are we still like, it's heal, we're healing. And I'm not saying like that child, like, slap her around and she should be all, but no, 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 no. Be gentle with yourself, but know that you're lying to yourself. The story, tell yourself a different story, because that story that you've been telling yourself is over. That story is over, and it is time for a new story. So we have death and rebirth. And this is what I've been doing, working on my own self, is I have been trying to heal the trauma child that I was. But see, I'm not that person anymore. And so I found out that, well, by golly, it's not really that I have to heal my childhood wounds. It was a weird thing, but it says, but I got you an inner child card, and it says, be decisive. He's voting, and it says, I am the leader of my life. So remember, you are the leader of your life, not this nasty person that tells you whatever mean things it brings up to you, whatever it tells you that is not real. Remember, this is not real. This is real. And this will all change and bring you right back into balance. Hopefully. What do you have, Michelle?
Oh, I love that for you, Sybil. Now, I have a little bit of a question for you, dear. Um, I got sixth house. This is the house of service to others. It's the house of daily routines, hidden enemies, and things like that. Now, Jane picked up on the hidden enemy. You just need to kick that person out of your head because they're not paying rent and they don't belong in there. But this tells me you are a very service-oriented person. So what kind of service are you doing right now? The reason I bring this up, and she says, thank you, you're welcome. Jane's amazing, isn't she? The reason I bring this up is that you have a boon coming your way, like something great. And it's from the divine, because I got the Ace of Pentacles, and it's because of your hard work and your service. Okay. So this is about wealth, opportunity, new resources, something potential coming your way. It's a seed well planted. So there's a material opportunity coming from your service. And so I love seeing that. Let's see. Okay, you said, okay, good. The reason I say that is that I got the Two of Swords, but it came up reversed. That's good. This kind of tells me that there could be some clarity in and around this. Um, answers are going to be found through meditation for you. And you're going to be able to make some really great sound decisions moving forward, especially when it comes to this gift from the universe that's coming. I like to see that. So really pay attention to that beautiful third eye, because they're trying to show you that your perception, when you step into meditation, it becomes unblocked and you're able to see things very clearly. But like I said, you're going to be rewarded for some service that you did. Okay, because this is a very karmic house, and that's good. So then I went to my Mahabharata oracle. I got another good card for you. I got infinity. So this is symbolized by the beautiful conch. The conch is a symbol of it's a shanka sound. It's a sacred beginning unfolding. It announces beginnings and endings, and it echoes throughout the cycles of creation. It's blown before wars and things like that. So it's a spiral form, and it represents like a beautiful eternity and purity and divine sound, sacred traditions, and sound itself is a creation. But this card marks a new beginning in your life. You'll know what it looks like when you step into meditation, and you've got a blessing coming because you have done good service for others. Okay, so new ventures, some creative ideas, pursuits are going to be favored moving forward because you got some good karma there. But do some more mantras and more breath work, and maybe even some sound healing, and that can bring renewal and help you step into better meditation at night. Okay, or in the morning if you do that. So every ending sings with a new beginning. And I think once you kick that negative voice out of your head, because that does not belong in there, and you start listening to these sacred sounds and the true music of your soul, it's going to restore a lot of the innocence and trust that you may have lost as a child from that negative inner voice. Okay. Send you lots of love. Those are some great cards for you, Sybil. You're so welcome, honey. Mona Lee, lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So next we have, and I'm sorry, I accidentally skipped over your question, BD 0224. Read on how my plans will turn out and when. Okay. Okay.
Please read how my plans will turn out and when. Okay.
She enjoyed your Lenormand last time. Yeah, she's really good at that. We're going to be moving to lightning round once we get to 8 o'clock. Okay, so if you want us to both answer your question, go ahead and tip. Otherwise, we're just going to do one person each. Okay, guys? Because
yeah,
there's a lot of questions in the queue.
Okay. What is the question? Let's see.
How my plans will turn out and when.
Okay. Well, I see you making plans. Mm-hmm. Here we are. We have the action, which is the Knight of Swords. So thoughts, words, and deeds. Put a lot of thought into before you do your actions and get everything done. Make sure that it's exactly how you want it. Like really think about it in your mind. And you also have the Six of Swords. And this is that moving on to smoother water. So, you know, in this one, there's a lot going on. There's like a water. It looks like a waterfall, but somebody has climbed to the top of that mountain and planted a flag up there, and it probably took them days. And here you are being moved on to smoother waters. It is not, and you are just sitting there in your boat, just looking at the Aurora Borealis right there. It's like, oh, there it is. It's so pretty. It's right there. Now, the Six of Wands is the victory card. It's about the winning, okay? The Seven of Wands is about hanging on to that winning, hanging on to your, it's defending your win. Because everybody, you've got snakes, oh my gosh, sharks circling you because everybody wants you because you're a winner. So this means that you get to use your discernment, and knock down anything that you are not wanting near you. Defend your win. They didn't win it. They didn't win it. I see this as the whack-a-mole, but this is whack-a-shark. So whack-a-shark, and let me just look at the bottom card real quick. Oh yeah. So and then rest. We have the four of swords. So it might take some rest after you've done all this stuff, because you're busy making all these plans, doing all these things, but then you get a rest. You get to glide, but then you're back in there again, playing whack-a-shark. So it's sort of one of those. Sorry.
So, BD, basically, I got Mercury in Scorpio, and I actually wrote an article about this a few years ago, and I called it was like, I compared it to, in Finding Nemo, he he goes past the sharks into the deep waters in order to go on his adventure, and that's what Mercury in Scorpio is all about. It's intellects that are fearless. Like I have some strong placements here, like my South Node and things like that, and Jupiter, and I'm not afraid of really digging deep for those answers and not being afraid of the dark, especially when things look a little scary and like when it comes to predictions and things like that. So don't be afraid to go out into the deep end, and know that when you do that, you might discover some things in and around your plans that need a little more research. Okay. Uh, the reason I say that was I did get the star, but it came up reversed. So there's something missing. Okay. This is all about a loss of faith, a little bit of doubt going on. And that's why I think the research is so necessary. And this is like intuitive research, because Mercury is Scorpio. That's not an air sign. That's not mental. That's third eye stuff. That's literally getting into the occult sciences for your answers. And so basically, if you let go and surrender to the process and see this from a more intuitive side of you and less of an intellectual one, you can step away from those feelings of disconnection and doubt and really open up what's going on and connect to your higher self, because your higher self has the answers. They're like, we've been sending messages, we've been trying to get through, but the cord's cut. Okay, you want to get this upright. I have a whole video on pranayama, Bastrika, breathing. I mean, I have a whole part of my YouTube channel now that is dedicated toward spiritual practices that you can do to tap into those higher, more intuitive states of being so that you can connect. Okay. But I got that they've been sending it calls, but the disconnection is there. Okay. So focus on your intuition, because there's more research that needs to be done, and it's on the intuitive level. Okay. And don't be afraid of the sharks. All right. Okay. And you are welcome. Okay. And I'm so sorry to hear that, Nicole, that your daughter was a victim of a crime. I am so sorry. Mean girls are awful. I'm glad that you defended her, honey. Sending lots of love to you and your daughter. Okay. And then Kritika, you did get my message. So, and then, okay. So the next one is, the lovely, we have Mary, we have Kritika. Can you please, and I just saw Mary, I think, so she's good. And then Kritika, are you still here, dear? Because you are next. Are you here? Please check in. Don't have my cowbell.
Birthday reading.
Okay. All right. So Mary and Kritika are here. Yay! Would you like Mary or Kritika, Jane? Kritika is reading. Mary is birthday reading.
Oh, well, I started doing a bigger reading for a birthday, but
you got it.
But it's astrology wise, I would think, I don't know. I don't care. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay. Yeah, go. You can go ahead and do that because you already started doing it. So you can do Mary,
Okay.
and I will go ahead and do Kritika. I don't have Mary's time, so it's kind of harder for me to do a. She did say ninth house, which is really interesting, and I gave her on that. But I'll go ahead and do Kritika, and you can do Mary.
Okay.
Thank you for your patience, guys. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
And after them, we have Purna, Abhi Krishnat, Plant Calm, Mona Lee, and Higher Quotient. That's the order we have. Okay, guys?
Okay. So, Mary, everything for you is surrounded by a letter. There is a letter or some paperwork that you are going to be receiving. Now, this letter, well, you're going to be receiving a lot of birthday cards, aren't you? I didn't even think about that. But it's the key to actually, you might be going on a trip because I have the key, then the letter, and then the ship. So you could actually be invited on to a cruise of some sort. Also, though, going the other direction, there is somebody that there is a snake who is making your life a little bit hard right now. Okay, it's and that also goes through the letter. I don't know exactly with the letters in the middle, but so the key of in the letter is going to bring a trip. It also is showing you who the viper, who the snake is that's causing you trouble. And then on our middle row, we've got the moon. So we're going to bring down the dark side of the moon, the intuition of the moon that is connected to the letter, that's going to um, help us with find this very clever person. And I feel like this very clever person, one, two, three, yeah, one, two, three, one, two. I think they're close enough together that this fox might help you with the snake, if that makes any sense. This and will help make everything better, and you get to go on this trip with a best friend, or also too, you and your best friends, you got this letter and you'll be talking about it to your friend. Maybe it's, should I go, shouldn't I go, what do you think? I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to sell me something. I bet it's a timeshare in St. Martin, but it doesn't matter, you still get to go to St. Martin and you can say no to the timeshare. I'm just saying, you have a lot of options coming up, a lot of keys to open a lot of doors, and you got a best friend right next to you that's going to help you with all of these mountains that you're trying to climb. There you go.
Aren't her readings great, you guys? Oh, happy birthday, Mary. Oh, that's great. Okay, so Miss Chris, oh, go ahead.
Look, and there's just on the bottom, there's love and sunshine.
I love that.
Right. Joy, love and joy, even a contract.
Oh.
Saying. Anyway, I can go on with these things forever.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Thank you so much, Jay. And she goes, we love you too, Mary. Thank you for letting us tap in. You're great. Okay, Miss Kritika, I got a general reading for 2026. They're going to help you focus on how you view relationships because I got the seventh house for you, Kritika. So I asked what was going on in this area, and I got that you might have had a little bit of heartbreak recently because I got the star reverse. This is your higher self, that beautiful part of you that is just connected and focused, and just you're coming from a place of listening to that higher self. Work on reconnecting to that because that will help you attract better people into your life, because the seventh house is a mirror to yourself. And they're going to work with you on a little bit of discernment and spirituality, spiritual friendships, relationships, things in that area. When you do the work in this area, especially the house of relationships, and you want to look at where that is in your chart and see what's going on there this year. I got the 5 of Pentacles, but luckily, yes, true, last year. Okay, so you're going to be doing some healing in this area in 2026, which is a very good thing. And know that there's going to be recovery. Okay, issues around like your relationships and things will improve. Hard times are behind you, and things are going to turn around. Focus on your root chakra as you go through some of these kind of upheavals and hurts, okay, things like that. And give yourself space if there's any anxiety or distress or, things that kind of come in from that wounded mindset. All right. The number one thing they pointed me to is in my Mahabharata oracle. This is the reprisal card. Okay. Vengeance and retaliation will not serve your purpose in this area. Now, Amba was the eldest daughter of King Kashi, and she was in love with Salva. He was the king of Shambhala. And she was promised to wed him. He really loved the guy too. But she was abducted by Bhishma, who was unaware of her commitment, along with her 2 sisters. And when he learned of her commitment to Salva, he sent her back. But then Salva no longer desired her. So she was mad. She rejected, heartbroken. She retired to the forest and she did extreme penance so that the gods could help her wreak vengeance on Bhishma. Like she didn't eat. She just she did a lot of austerities, okay? And so she only survived on air. And she was advised by aesthetics to abandon her practice, but she was determined to be born a man and then destroy Bhishma. She wanted to kill him. So Shiva eventually granted her boon. So this card is a warning against retaliation. It's long, it's arduous, and it will not serve its purpose. Like, let go of the hurt that you've received in this area. It's better to just forgive, learn, and move on from what happened to you, honey, because you are carrying the rejection that came from a broken heart. And that is blocking your ability to pursue a healthy, beautiful relationship. So let go of those expectations. They're going to be working on you this year for that because there's someone special for you. Okay, but you just have to do that healing first, reconnect to your higher self. Once she's upright, are you going to have a star come into your life? Okay, so do the work and you will attract a beautiful relationship in your future. Okay, same thing happened to me. Married a great guy. So I'm excited for you. And sun is first house in Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Well, if that's sidereal, you're getting eclipse. So yeah, watch your health, watch where you're going, things like that this year. And you are trying. Good, good. All right. Well, and then Leo 7th house. Okay. Yeah. I'm on that axis too. That's my relationship axis. So, and I married a Leo, and I'm Aquarius. He's a Leo moon. So it's like we're right across from each other. We're both getting eclipse this year. Yay! So the eclipses, what they do is they try to get us back on track. Okay, so that's what they're going to help you do. All right. All right, Pruna 11, are you here? Abhi Krishnat, are you here? Please check in. Yes, you got this, Kritika. I'm excited for you. I'd love to see you in a good relationship. But again, I had to do a lot of work too, years of work. I wasn't even like Jonathan was in love with me from the moment. I guess he told me from the moment you met me, you were just like, I recognize her. And he was like, I don't know what it was, but I just loved you. And I'm like, wow. For me, it was years later. So it was, but I had to do that work. I was like, oh, he's right there. Duh. So, okay. But we had a wonderful friendship. So those are the best marriages. They really are. When you start off as like acquaintances and then friends and then best friends, and then you start looking at each other different. So. Mm-hmm. Your relationship's a little like that too, right, Jane? Like you kind of started off.
Oh no, it was the opposite.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was work, right?
Yeah, I met him at work, and I met him in July. We had our first date in September. We got engaged in August, and we got married in April.
Wow.
I hadn't even known him a year.
That's amazing. That's very karmic.
I don't recommend it, but 35 years and, I'm not mad. I've had to work. It's work. It is work.
Yes. All right. Well, Purna and Abhi Krishna have not checked in yet.
Okay.
And yes, Mary, I is very blessed. He actually, we were such good friends. I was married at the time that I met him, so it was just like I wasn't even thinking about it. You know what I mean? But he ended up saving my life. Like it was a whole thing. So the story is really cool. Okay, Abha Krishna is here. Thank you so much for checking in, dear. And I'm not seeing Purna. Is Plant Calm here? Are you here? Are you here? Plant Calm. Yeah, we have everyone's got their story. So, and the house that Jonathan got me is the same number as our apartment here in Mexico. It's like they showed us this place and gave us a crazy deal, and we just looked at each other, and I went, "You can't make this up." Like, because I met him, he was my real estate agent, so it's like, yeah, and it's not a common number; it's 3 digits, and so I just went, "That's crazy." Okay, Plant Calm is here. All right, would you like Abhi Krishna or Plant Calm? Plant Calm is, can you tell me about 2026? Abhi Krishna is, I want to know the feelings or intentions of a relationship.
Oh no, I'd rather do the non-relationship one.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Hi, could you tell me about 2026? About 2026, about your 2026. Yes.
And just to
Yes.
let everybody know, I have a full video on 2026 by sign. I've got January and I got February. I released February today. I made the YouTube algorithm wrong, so please watch it and share it. So I went from 1,200 views to 40. It was like, what did I do? So.
Did you release Pisces yet?
Oh yeah, all 12 signs are there.
Oh,
yeah, and
yay.
I have it in chapters, so you can just go right to the timestamp. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so for 2026. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. This is perfect. This is fine. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like a little upset that we had to come down to earth. I'm like, why do we have to come here? I don't know. I've been talking about this a lot lately. But I remember saying something to somebody the other day, and I was like, could you imagine if we were all alike and we all thought the same things and we did the same things and there was no differences in us? It would be so boring. And then all of a sudden my brain went ding 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 ding. I'm talking about being a soul floating around. I'm great. I'm loving this. But we're all just like up there talking about things like, it's like we need to come here. We need to fight for these lessons. Otherwise, we're all the same. And we get to talk about our lessons that we cleared. That's what I was thinking about. So that was what Jane's brain does that sometimes. So I want you to know that you are in 2026. You will be anchored. There's going to be a gift coming. It's going to be by a sly fox. And this is it sort of anchors you in this energy. You're like, how sweet to bring me flowers. And I think that when you get a gift in between an anchor and a fox, I think that sort of it balances it out. So I'm not going to say that this fox is not a good fox, because I think that foxes can be really pretty and a good time. I don't know why I said that, but they're really cute. And you have some luck here. So that's why when I see the luck, and the bouquet, that means that this clown, this funny person, they anchor you in discernment. And then you're going to have some good luck. We're going to use our intuition. All right, we're gonna bring down the moon, the things that are hidden, and it's gonna shine a light. And it's pretty funny that the fox is right on top of the mice. So I almost feel like you might have some mice, and you might have to call somebody to have them come and get rid of your mouse problem. I don't know why, but I mean, a fox on top of a mouse and everything else, the moon, the clover, I mean, it's all so good that I almost think that, yeah, the fox is going to get rid of those mice problems. This could be a really good friend who tells these people who are, throwing throwing nails in front of your car, stop that, and sweeps them up even. So I think it's a really good year. Just lay into being grounded, seeing your gifts. You have to see to receive. And then it's coming right along. You got some luck there. That's your things are gonna start sparking off. You're gonna go, oh yeah. So yes. So there we go. And that's what I have.
Thank you. And Maximilian, world citizen, welcome. We are going in order. If we have time to get to your question, we will. If you want us to both answer it, go ahead and tip. And thank you for subscribing. I went ahead and got you in. She goes, Client Calm says, I could use luck and good things. Thank you. Yay, awesome. And then Mary has a family of foxes. They're so cute. So my longest familiar his name was Fox, and he was a long-haired Chihuahua. And he was a little mischievous boy, and he was so much fun. So yeah. And then Mary says to get rid of mice, baking soda and Jiffy, a cup each, and containers around the house garage to get rid of mice. Well, thank you, Mary. You are very practical. I love that. Okay. So, and Amanda, thank you for your compliment on the transits I did for February. So I really appreciate your encouragement because I didn't get any views. It's like, YouTube gods, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna watch.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Ave Krishna, I want to know, what are the feelings and intentions? Okay. This is something you're going to want to walk away from, sweetie. I got the 11th house, focused on your friendships this year. This is all about your tribe, really connecting with them, spending time with friends and friendships, leaning on those people that you choose as family, because that is what they really want you focused on. The reason I say that is because this relationship was rough. All right. It disconnected you from your higher self. This seems to be a bit of a theme. Now, Venus is a big part of the eclipses this year. It's going to be conjunct the North Node on the eclipse on the 17th. So I tell women, be very careful with relationships. We went through the Abukta Mula Gandanta in December, and then Venus has been at war with all the other planets in all of January and into now February, and then it's going to get eclipsed. So be very careful regarding relationships, okay? It goes to all women in the audience because Venus represents women. So I got the star reversed. This disconnected you from who you were, and that is not a good thing to get in a relationship, okay? It caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of stuff that just, oof, okay, you don't need this in your life, sweetie, okay? Not good, all right? The reason why it wasn't great was I got 10 of Cups reversed. This is broken harmony, a lack of appreciation for who you are and what you bring. A lot of things were taken for granted, and there was a lot of sadness, especially involving, just family differences, where you came from, things like that. This person might have been putting their own family's views in front of their own, and that caused a lot of disconnect. I call these, for lack of a better term, mama's boys. Actually, my first husband was a mama's boy. He never grew up. And so you don't want that. You want someone who can make their own decisions. And otherwise, there's going to be a lot of parenting issues and issues between the family members and things like that. So it was not a good match. Okay. This is what they're recommending you do to move forward. All right, sweetie. And one, know your value, because that's the biggest thing. But I went to my Mahabharata oracle and I got goddess Ganga preconditions. Now, when Ganga flows into the reading, boundaries become sacred vows. Okay. Ganga never negotiated her word. Her conditions that she set for her husband, who was a king, they weren't punishments, they were declarations of her divine feminine sovereignty. So she honored herself. She modeled emotional autonomy in an age that denied it to a lot of women. So her departure of her husband because he didn't follow her boundaries or respect her was not abandonment, it was consequence. She goes, "This is what I require. You are not meeting these objectives or you are dishonoring me in some way." Okay? So this card is empowering you to state your terms very clearly in your relationships. And agreements, they must be mutual and respected on both sides because silence or self-betrayal will weaken your bonds. So define your expectations very openly when you enter into a new relationship because your healthy relationships, they honor boundaries without resistance. I know, I'm in one. So I wasn't in one before. It was hell. Okay. And I would not recommend that to anybody. And a lot of us have, especially women, have to own our sovereignty and who we are and stand up for ourselves because we live in a very patriarchal world and it's becoming more that way because of the rise of autocracy and all that stuff. But if you honor who you are, you set those preconditions early in the relationship, you will attract someone who honors boundaries and have a healthier relationship. Okay. But this last person and you, the boundaries weren't there. And it caused a lot of disagreements and family issues and everything else right out the gate. Okay. Hope that was helpful. Sending you lots of love, honey. Be Ganga. She's gorgeous. All right. Okay. We have Mona Lee and higher quotient. Are you here? Please check in. And then a world citizen and Maximilian to close us out. So Mona Lee, are you here? Higher quotient, are you here? And higher quotient, yes, because we are in Mexico, specifically Mexico City, and the whole west side of Mexico is getting hit with earthquakes. We've been through 4 already since we moved here, and one of them was big. So yeah, that was there is something going on. Mexico's ascendant's getting eclipsed this year, so we're just kind of like that whole west coast area. So yeah, that's just the mapping. Okay, Mona Lee and higher quotient are here. World citizen is here. Yay. Thank you for staying in the audience. All right. So would you like Mona Lee? What's in store for the glorious month of February? Or higher quotient predictions for the land of California? More insight on what Mother Earth's doing?
I'll do the first one.
You got it. And then we're going to do World Citizen and Maximiliano. Okay.
Store for the glorious month of February. You're excited. Well, that's good. Well, that will make your February wonderful because if you're excited about your month, then how can it go wrong?
Okay.
All right. I'm excited for you. Yeah. Something's coming in really fast. That kind of fell out. So something's coming up fast. Let's see what it is. Why is that snake? Man, there's a okay. You are you married? I'm kind of seeing somebody messing with your marriage. And with the marriage contract. But and you have, and it's almost like you have a little dog that's like your child, and that brings you a lot of happiness. And there's a contract there with a contract that makes you very happy. And there's also a letter too, so pay attention to any letters. So yeah, so see, I get the man, the ring, the contract that makes you very happy. Any kind of contract, it doesn't have to be a marriage, I'm just saying. And the ring was also right next to the dog that is, you're having a real think about this. Your head's in the clouds. You're like, where am I going? I don't know. You don't know whether to cut them out or to leave them in. But it either way, it works out great, because a snake is kind of warning you about him, but the snake might only be warning you because it's something that they want. So all I say is, have a great February. Are you having a baby this month? I'm not sure. But anyway, have a great February. I see lots of good stuff. A little bit of, higher learning being in that tower too. It's not a tarot tower. It's a Lenormand tower, which means higher learning, just a lot of alone time. It's more of like the hangman. So
Okay. She goes, I'm a wood snake, Leo. No uterus. Okay, 60 plus. Okay.
okay.
All right. Thank you for clarifying, sweetie. And
That
best of
makes
luck to you, Mona Lee. Okay, higher quotient. We have predictions about California, insight about what Mother Earth is going through. Okay, so kind of already told you guys that there's some rumblings, okay? And there are some areas that are getting eclipsed this year, specifically the west part of Mexico, part of the California, things like that. Pay attention in and around the eclipses. I will give you the dates, okay? February 17th is one. The second one is March 3rd. The third one is August 12th. And the fourth one is, I believe, August 27th. Those are the eclipse days. On eclipse days, we tend to get the rumblings, okay? Now, what I got Capricorns. Capricorn is an earth sign. So what does this tell me? There's going to be a little rumble tumble, okay? We're already experiencing them here in Mexico. Like, we literally watched our building rock back and forth for how long, honey? It was like maybe it was interesting because everything was like the whole building was going back and forth like this. It was like one of the biggest earthquakes I've been in. And so there's some things going on. Why is that? I got judgment reversed. So Gaia is doing a little bit of a karmic reckoning. Okay, so pay attention to those dates. I'm also going to be giving a little bit more input into this later, but this is, this is a karmic awakening card. Okay, and when it comes up reversed, it can create some bad judgments, things like that. All right, so I asked overall how you are going to be. Okay, because that's important. I got the 10 of Pentacles. You're going to be okay. All right. This is protection, perfection, security, influence, heritage, wealth, and lineage. This is a great card. Your family's going to be safe. Your assets are going to be okay. So just know that, yes, there are going to be some earthquakes this year. It's because of some karmic stuff that Gaia doesn't like, but you're going to be secure. Okay. Your family's going to be all right. So that's what you can take with that. I hope that helped. Okay. Okay. So you're learning about samadhi. I have a book, honey. Go get me the sadhana book really quick. I read about this every day. I'm going to show you a book that you can get online. It's absolutely free. Okay, Mona Lee. Mine was signed by Sivananda. It's a great book. I'll show it to you. Okay. And John Wilk, welcome. We are not taking questions right now because we're right about to close out. Okay, sweetie? All right. So, World Citizen, are you still here? Maximilian, are you still here? Please let us know. It's not good for us to go outside because we are 8 stories up and with 12, like 14-foot ceilings. So, and we live in basically a giant, how would you say, it's like a parking, like these giant concrete beams and stuff. Yeah. So this is a really good book. You can get the free PDF online. Okay, let me just take this off. This is for, you're welcome, Higher Quotient. So Maximilian is here. Great. A World Citizen, are you here? Please check in. You got to be here for your question, honey. Okay, Mona Lee, you're learning about Samadhi. This is one of the best books. It's Sadhana by Sivananda. You can take a screenshot. Okay, this is the first edition. He signed it, and it's my wedding anniversary. So, yeah. So he's a God realized. He's like Yogananda. You know, he's very how do I say this? He's a guru. And any book that he has, concentration, meditation, sadhana, it goes into how you can reach those states of samadhi. And I've had sparks. I have not had full on because otherwise I wouldn't be here. I'd just be up in the clouds, Ramakrishna style, like, you know, worshiping Kali and jumping around. So I'm not quite there yet, but I have had sparks of it that have lasted up to 3 days. And oh my gosh, it's amazing to get into that level of, because it takes a lot of pranayama and breath work and meditation and mantra practice. And it's a whole spiritual lifestyle that Jonathan and I do. But it's amazing. And he actually provides you with the ways to do that. Anything by Yogananda is good too, because he teaches Kriya Yoga. It's just whatever calls to you, get into a spiritual practice. So I'm excited for you. Okay. So Maximilian is here, and I am not seeing. Oh my gosh, Mary, you're hilarious. Okay. You thought you should. Now that is transformation. Oh, you go, girl. Okay. And then Salama, are you here? We'll just get these two next, and then we're going to go ahead and sign off. Are you here? Are you here? I'm not seeing World Citizen. Okay. You have an interview tomorrow. How will it go? Great. Okay. So Salama, are you here? World Citizen, are you here? Please check in. Last call. Salama's here. All right. Do you want to do Maximilian? No, sorry, Maximiliano, or do you want to do Salama?
Oh, there's two.
Yeah.
Either one. You pick.
Okay. Well, Salama, I have astrology cards, so I'll do yours. I don't have your chart in front of me. If you want to know what's coming for you astrologically, I did a whole video by sign for February. If you go to my website, I have a free chart calculator for the sidereal calculation. And on the video, you can just click on the chapter for your sign, and it's by ascendant, moon, and sun. Okay, so I already did a video going over all the signs and what you can expect for February and what to watch for. So you can check that out, but I'll also give you a reading. And then you can do Maximiliano. And thank you so much for subscribing. We really appreciate that. Okay.
What? Oh, are you?
Okay, Jane is just taking care of something. And then Salama, I'm going to pull some cards for you, okay?
Sorry.
You're fine, honey. Okay, thank you for sticking with us, guys. This has been fun. Oh, Mary, you cracked me up. You're welcome, Mona Lee. Okay.
Who am I doing, by the way?
You're doing Maximiliano, and I'm going to go ahead and do Salama. That's the question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine, honey. Okay, Salama, so I pulled some questions for you. I mean, sorry, I pulled some cards for you. It's been a long day. Okay. So the first one I got was 12th house. Now, this is the house where things can be hidden. Okay. So when I get this, this tells me that something is going to be brought to light that has been hiding for a while in your life. Now, eclipses can do that. We have one on the 17th, another one on March 3rd. That's when, I did a whole video on this and how eclipses reveal the dark underbelly of what's been going on behind the scenes. I just did, one for February, but back in 2022, I did one about the eclipses then. And I said, okay, April 28th, we'll know in May what is going to come out and happen. And it was the reversal of Roe v. Wade because the documents were leaked and they reversed it. In 2024, I did one, and that's when Project 2025 was released. And I'm like, here comes the Christian Reich. When we did another one, the big one was a stellium eclipse in COVID, and that was ruled by goddess Nriti, a form of Kali. She's goddess of destruction that brought pandemic, fires, civil unrest, the whole shebang. So there is going to be a secret revealed in your life during this eclipse. Okay, it is going to change the way that you see things. It's not a bad thing, okay? Because what they do is they show us what's been hidden. Now, this is going to help you spiritually because the 12th house does reveal that, okay? But I got, what's the overall effect going to be? I got the world, okay? This is awareness, expansion. You're going to graduate from something. This discovery that you make, this announcement that's made is going to make you more whole, okay? You're going to see things to where, in a point where you will not only master this situation, but really literally walk away crowned. Okay. So mastery is beyond titles because it brings so much completion and so much wholeness that it's like authority is internalized and completed. It's the last card in the major arcana. Okay. So this is not a bad thing. I just want to repeat that. But it will be a little bit of a revelation for you. So I went to my Mahabharata oracle and I asked, like, what do you have for her here? Okay. I got reprisal again. So know that vengeance and retaliation will not serve your purpose. Just walk away from this. Okay. This card cautions that retaliation can be it can be very long, very arduous. It won't serve your purpose. It's better to just forgive and move on. If you carry some rejection from this revelation, maybe some heartbreak, it's just going to block your ability to pursue healthier relationships and circumstances in your future. And especially avoid any kind of retaliation regarding your finances, people at work. Their vengeance is not worth your time, your energy. You're better than that, okay? So stay positive if something doesn't meet your expectations. Forgive yourself and others for any kind of mistakes. And know that when plans go awry, don't dwell on the failure. Forgive, move on, because you're learning to master certain areas of your life. And the 12th house it's the house of spirituality. It's letting go. It's moksha. So it's important that when it comes to health and wellness, career, money, relationships, things like that, to really focus on how they're helping you grow and learn and not to dwell on any of the perceived failures because we're all here to go through those lessons. Okay. So pay attention around those eclipses because they're going to reveal some stuff. Okay. Especially the one on the 17th, right afterwards. And if you doubt it, if it came out after an eclipse, it did happen. That's what I tell people. It's like they're like, how did you know this is when this was going to happen? It happened after an eclipse. So like the current person in charge of the United States was born during one. So that explains a whole lot actually. So, okay. Maximiliano, you are next. And Salima says, contract, you've been jobless. Okay. So you're going to have to let go of some of the crud from the previous jobs, what they're showing me. Okay, Salama. It didn't end well. Okay. So they're having you do some inner work so that you can avoid the bad dynamics. So if you weren't appreciated, there was a lot of stuff going on there, but they're showing me. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Jane. Sorry.
That's okay. Who am I reading for?
Maximiliano. I have an interview tomorrow. How do you think it will go?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, what I'm seeing here in my cards is really fantastic, but this is what needs to be done. Okay. You need to remember that your higher self and all of our one the same. Okay. So almost like meditate before you go in there, but use your higher self, connect to your higher self, ask your higher self, is this the job that I really want? And then remember that you are part of oneness. We are all one. So and it's a manifestation for you. So you're manifesting this job towards you, or the job that you want towards you. So remember to only take the job that you are manifesting towards you. And when you do that, you get the Four of Wands. That's when we celebrate that, working with other people and doing great things, and of splashing color all over. It reminds me of Diwali.
Wally, that's what I was thinking, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But you have steered, you are steering your ship to the job that you want. You have created it. You're going to celebrate it. It's all the colors and the oneness and the higher self. I don't see how, I mean, really, I would say this is a really great reading. If you don't get that job, I'd be really surprised. And then all of a sudden I heard something about sabotaging yourself. Do not sabotage this. Do not fear success. Because a lot of us, me, I have a fear of success. So don't let that fear of success tap into your higher self, your oneness, into the collective, and just guide that ship into you. It's what you've been manifesting. So it looks really good to me. Just gonna say that right there.
That's great. Oh, well, best of luck to you. That's wonderful. All
Yeah.
right. So Mary says, I think the world would be different if people had jobs they loved, work in so many mental exhaustion, miserable, and affects everything. That is true. And then
So
thank you for your concerns and words from both of you. You're so welcome. And yeah, all of us are guilty of self-sabotage for sure. Karen, welcome. Good to see you. All right. So, Miss Jane, do you have anything that you would like to announce for the week? Anything going on?
nope, I'm just I'm doing my work on myself and doing a lot of journaling. And
Mhm.
if anybody would like a reading, I do private readings. You can contact me at janetheseekertarot@gmail.com.
And her email is in the description along with her information. Okay. So, yes, definitely check her out. Now, I am offering a course on karma. You can go ahead and go to my website. It's astrologicaltarot.com for that. I'm offering a discount on 1 hour readings. It's tarot astrology. I put the whole thing in there. I've got really good feedback. So it's been a really good couple of months for reading. So I highly recommend that you take advantage of that. Definitely check out my February transits video because I'm in YouTube jail right now. I'm glad they didn't remove it, but you know. So it's by sign. So check that out. I did one for mobile and one for TV, depending on or computer, depending on how you consume your media. And if you're not sure what your Vedic astrology signs are, I have a free calculator on my site. So check that out too. Lots of stuff on my website. So thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I want to thank the amazing and illustrious Jane for joining me. I love reading with you.
Thank
And
you.
definitely take advantage of her Grand Tableau, Le Normand, and her other offerings. She's, we just kind of do a flyby on the show, and we don't say a lot of stuff openly because we respect your privacy, especially when we pick up on some of those more personal things. So if you do get a private reading, it's it's something that you can take with you, and that it's much more in depth. Okay. And you're so welcome. Oh yes, you're so welcome, Karen. Yeah, I made them $15 a class. I mean, they're really affordable. So definitely take advantage of that if you guys are interested. And it's about finding your soul's purpose, identifying karma, and then I show you how to cleanse it. I look at your spirit and your soul contracts, all of that. It's very in depth. And I did a poll on my YouTube channel, and that's what you guys wanted. So I just decided to do 10 classes on it. So take advantage of it if you're interested. Again, it's astrologicaltarot.com. My name's right here. And I just want to thank all of you for joining us. And I'm sending you all tons of love. And Jane will be with me beginning of March. We're going to be back reading together. So I'm sending you all love until then. I'm going to be on next week with, I don't know if Irish Granny's next week. She might be. But I'll be on doing readings again, same time. Okay. Take care, everyone. Sending love.
Sacred knowledge from the stars. Vedic truth heals ancient scars. Mantras clear the karmic way, bringing light to guide each day.